Okay, so a very good question by Robert. So we took a trade here. There was a setup one. So that is a pretty good setup one. You have a 3 down, then you have a wave 4, red dot, sleeping gator, tight box. Take the trade, 2R, maybe you targeted this, and that's all fine. And if you look at the target zone 1, if we print it from here, it actually hits it to the point. But remember, although wave 5 hits target zone, but the real stats are that wave 5s end within target zone. So it might bounce off target zone 1 first and then go back in and finish inside target zone. So as long as the trend is continuing in that, we can target or have a take profit for the first trade, but it is quite normal that the market might, react to those levels, and then as the market goes into the lower volatility period, towards the end of New York close and during the Asian session, it goes sideways, but then that same momentum continues. So the reason I went short had all to do with this momentum candle. So this momentum, when I saw that, if you look at the picture that you have quoted, let me go to the, where was it? Take me there. Okay, here it is. Okay, here it is, yeah. You can see that it wasn't a pending order before this candle. This gives it away. It actually was a market order or a pending order during the time when this candle finished, and then market was going up or coming down from there. So you see the market has actually gone all the way up there and come down. So this was that momentum, and at the same time, so the euros were dropping because of what we saw. If we go to the euro chart, we had this situation going on. So that's the 31st, and around those levels, it started coming down. Meanwhile, the pound was actually going up. So if you have a euro pound, and pound was either going up until that point, or it was at least maintaining its level, whereas euros started to come down on the 31st of July here. So the euros are going down and the pound is keeping in that motion. So that created this down move, which already was happening. There was already indication that euros were going lower compared to the pound. And then when this momentum candle happened, this is an outside candle that took away all of this price action. So if you can imagine, if you just delete those after hours, this zone here, and connect this to this, this candle to here, you're actually in the same downtrend. So we can do that on the 4-hour chart. So if you look at the 4-hour chart, these are those dead hours, when there's no activity after the New York close and up to Frankfurt open. So these two H4 candles. So if you look at the 4-hour chart, it was consistently going down. It had levels to the left, but you could predict those levels, what was going on. But it was all to do with that analysis of, okay, the euros are not coming off its highs, and the pound is probably still going up, which made euro pound as a very good setup. And if you don't even look at all of that, if you just look at the hourly chart and you saw this was a pink dot which crashed everything to the left, closed nearly outside. I like it to be closed outside. That's what I like. So when a pink dot happens and it breaks the box and closes outside but not not that I want the close here, like not on this occasion. So if I wasn't in this trade and this happened, I probably wouldn't have entered. For this, we already had a pending order there. So if I didn't have a pending order and I had this strong indication that market is actually going down, I would have my pending order below the low of this candle, which is not too far from the box. And then if it's already done this wick up there, then that's my stop loss. And then I can just create a 2R or a 3R, whatever is available, target for me. Or in this occasion, one can just, could have trailed as well, even though this candle was too big. So sometimes when there's a big, huge drop towards the end, the candle is too big, you can actually go midway or drop to the M30 chart, like so, and then trail those candles. So that can be done as well. So in this occasion, like a setup like this, you go to the M30 chart and you get a different setup, which allows you for a better stop loss. So you'll have like a 20 stop loss here and 40 target point, even 60 was possible. So that was it. So if you're going like purely for only one wave into the wave 5, that's a good strategy. Like, if you take this trade once and you avoid this one, that's a good strategy. I think overall it works.